The first day of the Transforming Education Summit at the UN General Assembly was all about the youth. It was Mobilization Day. And youth from all around the world had their chance to share their recommendations to policymakers on what they would want to see as it relates to transforming education, along with their commitments for action on education. Now, there were different themes that were heard throughout this day. Of course, there was this recognition that those affected most by the pandemic came from low to middle income countries, and more needed to be done to support these particular youth. But in general, there was this theme around inclusivity, access of education. Many parts of the world, these two concepts are still very foreign and non-existent, and they call on policymakers to do a better job of making sure that our classrooms are inviting and are available for all learners, regardless of who they are, where they're from, or any particular context that they might be found in. Now, connected to that is also around the environment when kids go to school, that it's a safe environment. And this also applies to online. The lots of mentioning and discussions around now that students are communicating and having their social interactions digitally, how they can be supported as it relates to bullying and other negative impacts that has. Now, related to technology as well, there was a conversation around supporting different initiatives, such as the Giga initiative, which is helping increase access to internet and education, as many students around the world still are without. As well, not just related to access to technology and access to schooling, but they also focused on the quality of what the learning interactions look like. And with this, they talked about the need for more experiential and relevant content and curriculum tied closer to what's happening in the world. A lot of examples related to that of what's happening in climate change and how that can be interwoven into the work that they do. So that they're more connected and feel more connected, that the work they're doing in school is connected to the themes and topics they're seeing in the news and that their parents and the world are grappling with. Now, so too with curriculum and content comes with the skills that they develop. And so there was conversations for many youth around helping future-proof their skills and helping them develop skills like critical thinking, imagination, collaboration, communication, how to be innovative, and of course, social, emotional, and interpersonal skills were addressed as well. Not to mention tackling the mental health and well-being and what schools could be doing and calling on systems and policy and funding to support with mental health and well-being of youth throughout the world. Now, with that, there was this recognition that that is taxing and challenging on the educators who are in front of these youth every day, who have to support and enable these skills to be developed and these activities to happen. And so better work needs to be done to both support educators, but also, as they mentioned, to elevate the status of the teaching profession, which we're seeing in many parts of the world today requiring that. Now, perhaps the most significant call to action, I would say, from the youth was that we need to involve them more. And not just as exterior consultants, but involve them in the process of policy making or decision making or funding distribution. They want to be active participants in the process. And this is both at a school level, a system level, a national level, and even at a governmental and intergovernmental agency level as well. They want to be part of the conversation. So it's about time that we include them. So that was a bit about day one of the Mobilization Day. Check out the next video on the Solutions Day, all at the 2022 UN National General Assembly, where the discussion was on transforming education.